Lights, camera, action, I'm splashing.
You're talking to the Rolex wearer, diamond ring wearer, kiss them, wheel and dip, limousine ride, jet flying, settling up, and I'm having a hard time holding these Detroit Lions down. Woo!
Pussy.
We're not having a hard time here. We're having a good time as we navigate through the smoke, bringing you another episode of UpnSmoke, the podcast. I am your host, Hef Giovanni, and this podcast is powered by the space station. So I don't have to tell you who's behind the camera because you know it's the best. What's up, everybody? Listen, I don't want to keep you here for too long. I just want to go over a few things. We had the Bills and the Dolphins. I also want to talk about Tampa Bay at the Lions. And stick around, because I might even drop a little parlay in the comments. Stay tuned. Bills and the Dolphins. Tua was beat up all night. And I'm not going to say it was all his fault. Bills Mafia made it hard for him to find a rhythm early. He looked uncomfortable. Bills defense was eating all night. And they also had dessert. What's that, you ask? 2 turnovers. And they had 3. One of them turnovers resulted in a touchdown. Josh Allen didn't even break a sweat. 139 yards in the air, 1 touchdown. Dig this. Josh Allen and the Bills offense proved no Stephon, no problem. As they found themselves in the kitchen, and they're hoping and wishing. Another cook in the kitchen. Bills Mafia, that player, James Cook, as he had 3 touchdowns, water whipping in the kitchen all day. James, have yourself a day, buddy. Tua was knocked out in the third quarter, took a devastating blow that left him laying there helpless on the field like a stiff frozen food. The guy that hit him, go ahead, take a guess. You guessed it. Damar Hamlin. Name sound familiar? Damar Hamlin, who also took a blow back in 2023 against the Cincinnati Bengals that left him on the field laying there restless in cardiac arrest. Something smells fishy about that. I kind of want to hear your thoughts on that. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Get this. And the feds siphoned all the gas out of Tyreek Hill's Ferrari as his car sat idle, lousy 3 catches for 24 yards. Listen, man, the Dolphins are going to go as far as Tua takes them, and by the looks of it, it's not far. They're going to be swimming and floating at the bottom of the ocean here soon. As for you, Tua, this is what it boils down to. Now, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to give you an idea of what I would do if I was in your situation. Keep your helmet. Keep your cleats. You need to give your shoulder pads. Turn your pants in. Listen, you need to step away. Reevaluate what's going on here. You also need to really think about your health. That's the most important thing. And think about your family, their safety and security. You need to really step back and take a look at this, Tua. You've also had 5 concussions in a matter of 3 years. Listen, you need to do what's right. And a guy like you can always put a suit on, hop in a booth, and talk about the game. Somebody like you, former player, now an analyst type of coach, it can resonate with the people. Sort of like a Tony Romo. So Tua, listen, man, I wish you a speedy recovery. You take all the time you need and to really think about your health, homie. Bills buried Dolphins 31-10. Ain't really much to say there. Let's go over to Tampa Bay as they hit the water running. Look to dock their ship in the Ford Field as they take on the Detroit Lions. Listen, there's a couple keys that what I see, and this is just my opinion from what Detroit it's got to do. We got Baker Mayfield coming into town. And like I told you in the previous episode, this guy's a fighter. He's resilient. He's somebody that you try to hit him with a knockout punch, he ducks and counters. You got to bust him in the chops early. You got to do it often. A couple keys, defense. I need pressure on Mayfield. You got to rattle him. Secondary, I also need you to cover like blankets. Sort of similar to the task you had last week with the Rams trio. But Tampa Bay's got one of their own, led by Mr. Consistent, Mike Evans. Mike Evans has been in the league 10 years now. And get this fact, since he's been in the league, posted a 1,000-yard season every year. Look this season to tie Jerry Rice's record with 11. They also got big body receiver in Chris Godwin. Godwin can play outside, also a guy that can play inside. There's a lot of mismatch there. They also drafted speedster Jalen McMillan. McMillan was Penix's quarterback and was a part of the receiving trio at Washington, accompanied by Roma Dunze and Jalen Polk. They have Rashad White in the backfield. Swiss Army knife, can run and catch, a little bit of both. They also drafted Oregon's playmaker, Bucky Irvin. Name sound familiar? Pac-12 fans, it should. He was a Pac-12 sensation. He lit up the field, His player archetype, old heads, Tavon Austin. So Baker has a lot of recipes in the book. We just got to make sure we don't let him cook. I looked in the box score and the injury report. They're playing without their starting lineman, Luke Goldkey. So defensive line, I need pressure in the hole that his backup is going to fill. Put pressure on him early. Linebackers, I need you to play sideline to sideline. Listen, and on the other side of the ball, when it comes to Detroit, I don't really have to say much. Offense, you know what to do. Let's run points up like pinball, baby. Jared Goff, offensive line, let's keep Jared Goff upright. Let's keep him healthy and clean all 4 quarters. Smash and dash. David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs. I want to see you guys in there early. I want to establish the run. Football fans, you know what happens. You establish the run to build the pass. Boom, boom, boom. Hit him with the run. Hit him with a little play action. Jared Goff up top, poke chop. That's where Jameson Williams comes in, who I'm expecting a big game from. And another Zorba's meal, shall we? Like I said, sky's the limit. We just got to take it to him. Baker Mayfield's tough. You just got to stay on him all 4 quarters. And we got to stay on him until that clock bleeds 0. I'm looking for Dan Campbell and the Lions to take a bite out of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers ship today. Okay? Well, that looks like that's enough smoke for today. I'm going to put the blunt out there. Listen, man, I appreciate all the feedback, all the love. Don't act like I don't see it, because I see it. I need you to drop one pride in the comments. We got a big game today. Tampa Bay, Detroit Lions. I always say it. There's only one way to go, and that's up. And we're going to do up in smoke. Pussy. I am F. Giovanni. And this is Up in Smoke. Hef. Peace.
Yeah, feed this one for that shot too.
And for those of you that stuck around to the end, I told you I had a treat for you. Right here. Take a peek at this parlay. Let me know what you think. Add something, take it out. I am Hef. Up in Smoke. Peace.